Hi, welcome to my garden. Today we're going to look at 5 mistakes beginning gardeners make. The first mistake of a beginning gardener is not keeping the soil covered. Well, we're told to till it up, make it nice and fluffy, get some air in there, and that's all great. You plant your seeds, and then you get a good hard rain. And then what happens? All that fluffy dirt turns into mud. And then that mud, more than likely, turns into a hard pan or a brick. And by keeping the ground covered with straw or hay or leaves or wood chips, you build structure. It protects your seedlings and allows that water to soak into the ground. Now the second mistake a beginning gardener makes has to do with water. Now that's a couple. You come out and you see a leaf that's kind of curly like this. Oh, I'm sure it needs water. It's been hot. Not necessarily. A lot of times leaf curl is just a plant protecting itself so it doesn't respirate so much water out. And when it is hot, high noon, 104 degrees out, you're sure because those leaves are curled up a little bit, it just needs water. Do not come out here with your hose and start spraying your plant down. For one, you're putting the water where it doesn't need to be, and you might encourage some disease that way. And the plant is just protecting itself and trying not to respirate any more water. And to make it count, if they actually need water, this is the way you do it. Now the green down here are just leaves that we've been pruning off the beans, but we got all this lower foliage that's off, and so you just want to water at the base of your plants, especially in the mulch. That's the other thing about watering. You don't want to just put a sprinkler out on your mulch. If your mulch is 4 inches thick or thicker like it's supposed to be, you're going to have to put a lot of water on it before it gets down to your soil. But this way, when you're watering, whether with a can or with a hose, or however you want to water, by putting it right at the base of the plant, where the mulch is the thinnest, it allows that to soak in. You give it a nice deep water, and then you can come back and put a little more mulch around them if you want, but that's how you water in the deep mulch garden. Mistake number 3, beginning gardeners are afraid to prune. All these lower leaves, they've stopped photosynthesizing, so you want to go ahead and remove those. It's only taking energy away from the plant. That beginning gardeners make is they put down nitrate fertilizer. Now there's all kind of stores that sell all kind of fertilizer. They got the 3 numbers on them: nitrogen, phosphate, potassium. Weeds do the very best on nitrates. Now when you put a mulch down, you're creating fungus, and that's an ammonium. So you get a nice balance between your ammonium and your nitrate, and the weeds don't like to grow in that. Believe it or not, nitrate fertilizer can actually make your weed problem worse. So that's one way that it really helps you out, by adding mulch, keeping your ground covered. Going back to the first mistake. These are awesome. The 5th mistake beginning gardeners make is only thinking about planting on the ground. Look at all of this vertical space. Look at how many plants you can get into a small area if you think 3-dimensionally. So go ahead and use trellises. Beans, peas, cucumbers, tomatoes, cantaloupe. You'd be surprised at what you can grow vertically. And here's a bonus mistake: not taking your tomatoes as soon as they start turning colors. As soon as they break or start turning colors, they've stopped taking nutrients from the plant. So go ahead and bring them in the house. They'll ripen just fine on the countertop, and that encourages the vine to go ahead and set fruit up further on the vine. Well, I hope looking at these 5 basic mistakes will help you become a better gardener. I didn't say don't till, although I would say don't till. But if you do till, go ahead and put some kind of organic layer on. When you come to water, water right next to the plant and water deep. Try not to use nitrate fertilizers. Prune when you need to prune. And by all means, use as much vertical space as you can. The beans hang down. Very easy to pick. And that's why we do it, because it tastes great. And you can do this too. Until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.